Stability AI has released a free Blender add-on named Stability for Blender that allows you to run Stable Diffusion and generate images within the program. This add-on lets you do three things: generate a pure image, create a texture based on an existing image, and generate an animation. Also, the announcement has been made: the add-on is currently in testing phase and not all functions work as advertised. Additionally, while the announcement uses the word free, the add-on actually uses the API of Dream Studio application, which only offers a limited number of free units. However, the free units provided upon account creation are enough to test and evaluate the capabilities of the add-on. This tool launches Stable Diffusion remotely, so it does not burden your PC and can work on low-end machine as long as you have internet access. This tutorial will guide you through the process of installing the Stability for Blender add-on and teach you how to use it. To begin, download the latest version of Blender from this website, install it, and then visit the add-on release page. From there, click on the link for the Stability Blender add-on. Once you've downloaded the zip file named Stability Blender add-on zip, open Blender and click on the Edit option in the top menu bar. Next, select Preferences from the drop-down menu. In the Preferences window, go to Add-ons tab and click on the Install button in the top bar. Choose the zip file you just downloaded and then click on Install Add-on button in the bottom right corner of the window. Note that you should select the zip file itself and not unzip it. After that, search for Stability for Blender in the Add-ons settings search bar and enable it by checking the box next to it. Finally, in the 3D view, click on the Stability tab on the right to open the Stability panel. Enter your API key. For this purpose, you can click the button, go to API official page. At this stage, if you have no account, create your account, confirm it by email, then go to page where API key located, copy the key, come back to Blender and paste it into API key field. And you are ready to go. To use the Stability for Blender add-on, simply click the Dream button to generate a galaxy image based on the default text prompt. If the image does not generate, try manually entering the prompt or adjusting individual settings until the Dream button becomes active. If your API key is set up correctly, the system should eventually work. Also keep in mind that these days plugin is updated regularly, so go to Preferences, find AI Stability for Blender, click arrow on the left to open it and press button to check for updates. Useful to have newest release. So if update found, press Update Now and then restart Blender to reload for updates to become active. To generate a new image with a different seed, check Set Seed and enter a value manually. Also, you can put seed to 0 value, uncheck Set Seed and achieve a random seed value for each new generation. To create an AI generation based on a rendered image, you first need to run rendering in Blender. You can do it by pressing the F12 button. Then, in the init type settings, select texture and set the image settings to render results. Add a text description that corresponds to the theme and decrease the value of init strength for a more diverse result. For testing purposes and to save free working points, set the resolution X and Y values in the output properties of the current Blender scene to 512 pixels. If you check Use Render Resolution box in the Stability for Blender add-on settings, these values will be used for subsequent generations. After these manipulations, the Dream Texture button will become active and you can click it to generate an AI image based on the render. For example, you can create a futuristic building from a default cube or a stylized portrait of a Blender resource character such as Rain. Similarly, you can replace the texture of Rain's scarf with a checkered pattern. Made a checkered scarf for character Rain by blending the current material with a new texture using an image texture node. Now you need to generate seamless pattern for texture. You can do it in standard mode in Stability for Blender window by entering some kind of prompt as plate, seamless pattern, red and blue. Save the generated image on the PC and replace the original texture file with it. The most in-demand option of Stability for Blender is, of course, animation. To make it work, you first need to create an animation using the standard Blender tools, specifying the file saving format as PNG. Open the existing animation, set the settings as indicated and choose 512 pixels for test purposes. Determine in Blender settings where to save the images and start rendering the animation using Blender. When the rendering is complete, in the Stability for Blender window, select Animation in the Init type settings, specify the folder where to take images for render from, enter a text prompt, set seed to fixed value. Also, you can add some kind of animation to such parameter as init strengths in the manner usually used in Blender. So you go to first frame in sequence, press I to insert keyframe, then go to the last frame in sequence and insert another keyframe. And click the Dream button. The process of generating images takes a considerable amount of time, so patience is necessary here. When the generation is complete, a folder with a new set of frames opens. Combine these frames in the Blender video editing window to create a final animation. Thank you for watching my tutorial on how to install and use the Stability for Blender add-on. I hope that this guide has been helpful in showing you how to use Stable Diffusion technology to create stunning images and animations. Don't forget to subscribe to 80Digit channel for more exciting tutorials and updates. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumb up and share it with your friends. Also, consider joining our partner program to get access to exclusive features and benefits. Thank you for your support and happy creating!